Scandia improved to a 29. I can also drive that. But Artis and Wasteland are too fast. But in knockout mode and RPG tracks, there's always the chance that a mistake is happening. Like one small respawn, it doesn't even need to be their mistake. It can be some bug or something. And then they are immediately in big danger. You can maybe not catch up. Something like that is always possible. But sadly, that's also the way how I can easily get knocked out, just instead of being too slow in the very final stages of the cup. I could just get knocked out because I get a random bug in a long sector. And I don't like that, of course, because I want to play consistent. That's like how I have a chance here with my practice. I definitely didn't practice enough for that. But also not for Artis and the other guy. Well, yeah, let's see how it's going. So, RPG map, tower. Many checkpoints very close together, especially here near the start. At the end, longer sectors. You will see it in the warm-up round. Many small neo slides. Oh. I'm really not sure what I'm driving there. Like, this is so confusing, this part. Oh. I was too low. Because they have a bit of slippery surface, but also grip. Something in between, I'm not sure. I still didn't understand it. So that was the shaky part. Now especially shaky because it did a ramp cut. Does that work? Yeah. Are there really people joining? that never played that map. I mean, yeah, there's no password on the server, so you can just join. But of course, these people will be out. In the first one, they will not be able to finish. I hope the finish time is not that long, because that would take so long. So this here is also one of the main parts. The jump into here is quite difficult to get right. You can get it very fast, you can get it slow, but very important is that you get it, and that's already difficult to just get it. Every respawn that you do will put you very close towards the knockout zone in the important stages of the cup. Why is this cup very interesting and why do many good people play this? There is prize money. There's actually... What is this? Why do I get such a bounce here now? Yeah, there's prize money for the top 3 and it's quite a lot actually. For that amount of prize money, I'm surprised that not many people have practiced hard for that. I only played it yesterday and I'm still like in the top places. But not very top. Also 2 players have trained like if it would get a lot of prize money. The rest, yeah, has beatable times, even for me with my training. This jump here in the end, we are close to the end of the track. This jump up here is also difficult, and always when a difficult section is at the end of a long sector, then you know in the knockout you don't want to fail that, because that's the biggest time loss that you can have, that can really change the round if you don't make that. So that's like the dangerous section always. If you have a long sector, the difficulty is at the end. If you fail there, you lose the most amount of time. If you fail like slightly in a very short sector and you can immediately respawn, you can try it again within just 2-3 seconds. That doesn't matter too much. That is something you can catch up by pace. But there are... Also this map has really a lot of checkpoints. A lot of short sectors, especially near the start. But also this map has some sectors that are longer than 10 seconds. And if you crash there, you're likely to go out, also later on. How do I remember the path? Yeah, that is not easy. Yes, I played the map for the first time yesterday, but remembering the path took me a while. I have my strategies on how I do that. I actually played or trained this map in the editor, and I trained it from the finish and then I went back to the start. So I set myself on the like third last checkpoint, and then I drove the way from the third last checkpoint towards the finish. Once I knew that way and all its edges, like that's a difficult thing, not just remembering where to go and to remember what is coming up, like that are 2 different things. Wow. Oh god. Like one very difficult section is also to remember all the edges in order to try fast, like where is the apex and so on, because a lot of stuff is blind. And once I was good on the last 3 sectors, I then decided, okay, I can go further. And I went to the like 6th or 7th last checkpoint, wherever I could respawn good. And then I went from there on, learned these checkpoints there until the 3rd last, but I continued also through the 3rd last. So basically, my training idea, also like this I could then remember all the stuff. And my training idea is that I'm better in the end than in the start, because in a knockout competition, you always want to have a good ending. You always want, like if you're red, you want to know, yes, in the ending I'm good and I can catch up to someone. I can still catch up and and get out of red. And when you're leading and someone is and the red places are close to you, you wanna have that safety to know, yeah, they will not catch me here. If you have a bad ending, then you will feel the pressure much more, you know. So that's my idea, at least. On this map, however, I'm not sure if my ending is not really better than the start, even though I didn't train the start a lot. Also maybe it's slightly better, but it's not like I could drive the world record pace on it. Oh look, the red players are suddenly super far behind, and for a long time I was in red. The thing is, the other players often know the start very good, because they hunt the track and then they drive the start the most amount of times. And with my strategy, I drive the ending the most amount of times. You know? But yeah, remembering such a map with so many obstacles is kinda impossible. What I also did is that I watched the world record and I recorded it. And then I had on my second screen, I had the replay, like the video of the world record on, while I was setting my car in the editor at certain spots, so that I saw, there is the world record driving to, and then I also drove that direction, so I don't need to find everything my own, because I didn't really have the time for discovery here. But yeah, you know, as a viewer, you have no chance to remember. You will realize, oh yeah, on that part he drove last round as well at some point. Yeah, that is what you will remember now. But remembering the way on your own, no chance. I tried that. Like I was at some other RPG maps. I was spectating, for example, Lars. Yeah, how he discovered the map, and then I saw also all his first runs where he hunted the track, yeah, and I saw multiple runs where he hunted the track, and then I tried to do my own first try, and I spectated him for so long, like I saw all the parts multiple times, but it's impossible for me to find a way myself, because from my perspective it looks then very much different, and it is just not that easy to see certain parts then, like there are very simple parts where you then just think, but where did he go here? Parts that are not that distinctive, you know. Distinctive parts you will always remember, but like just where there's basically nothing. That's difficult to remember stuff. Yeah. So I'm 7th, but the guy ahead of me is 13 seconds in front. I wonder what the finish time it is. If more players will be getting knocked out than just the red places. They are finishing now. So for me important that I get this jump. I don't see any finish timeout actually. So, also my PB, this is C 532. I can drive below 530 if I get a very good run, but the first 3 players there are then not really catchable for me. No, my PP has only the 2 standard standing respawns that you have to do on that map. But no mistakes. And the world record is a 5:19. They are just fast. I compared yesterday my PB, which was clean, so with the 5:20 world record from yesterday. Basically downloaded the ghosts from the world record, put them together into the replay editor, and when the world record ghost drove far away from me when he had a lead, then I put the ghost from him back so that he was beside me again. And then I could compare the next part, and yeah, he just gains every single part. Like, you have to train a lot. Also, I would have to train a lot until I would have that pace on such an RPG map. It is still, of course, difficult. There are so many blind spots where I still have to react on that, what I see. If you train it very, very much, then you could get to a point where you know, okay, at that point I want to start steering in a blind corner, you know? And then you have a setup for every corner like this. But yeah, he gained literally everywhere, like... And I was watching his world record and felt like, oh, over there he lost time, yeah. He might have lost time, but it was still equally fast to me. But on other parts he just won. And it's hard for me to just find the time now. That's a very good start for me, I would say. Maybe PB start. And I'm 7th. And that was not bad. And I'm 10th. And I'm even in red. We have again 5 knockouts, wow. That's what I mean, the other players all know the start very well. So if I don't get my perfect start, I'm just in red immediately. I'm so afraid of that land bug that I had earlier here, where I missed that checkpoint. If that happens, I'm dead. So there are certain mistakes that I know that I have to avoid them. And it would only be possible to avoid them by going then slow and safe. Yeah, this weird... I'm so surprised. I don't know what that is. Is that plastic? I don't know. It is slippery, but it doesn't feel entirely like plastic, so I'm really not sure. Oh, that was close. Almost jumped too late. So now comes the worst sector, these jumps here. Yeah. Fucking hell. Also, I don't know how this is any consistent for anyone else. Even now I got a land bug and I had to go for the safe way to the right in order to survive it. I literally don't know how this should work. I always land bug. You can't overjump the whole thing, and I had it very clean in my PB, and the world record had it even faster. Where I was like, huh, how is that possible? Land bug there as well. There are not many checkpoints to go. But still some difficult parts. I was not ready for the knockout being that fast. Like 5 KOs here. Oh, I didn't win a single position here. Like that was one of the sectors where I expected to win. They are not far away. Okay, we need to cook. We need to cook. Near slide and far outside. Slow down in the end. That isn't hard to catch up. At least I can make the random cup of the week if I go out now. One more place I need, but we are at the finish line, and it's 4 seconds. I need to fail. Oh, 9/10. He failed even there. Yeah, that is the annoying thing. Like, I practiced now the map yesterday for some hours to learn it, and then I'm out in the second knockout round. Even Scandia is out. Like, Scandia is not even ahead of me. But yeah, it is not my fault that I'm out. It is just not my fault. What checkpoint is that? I mean, overall, of course, 9/10 I could have driven faster. I had still some slow parts, and yeah, seeing now that it gets so close. But yeah, this jump part, where is that again? You jump up to where? It's hard to find. Like, I was going through this map, but finding this here is tough. Oh wait, no. It's somewhere. We're gonna see when we spectate the others. No, this is not the cup of the day. That would be crazy. They have a different line for the wallbang, I just see it. I mean, overall I'm pretty fine with this map, but one sector can destroy it. If there is one sector where you can bug, and then it's even a long sector, and you bug right before the next part. Also, I don't know why Jailer is trying to go for that. Okay, it worked actually. I wasn't sure if you can have enough speed from there. After failing that. Also, it's not checkpoint 17. In the first round, J-Law was right behind me, I think. And now in that round where I went out, he was right ahead of me. Yeah, his match PB 551. Funnily, he's currently in. On orange again. But I didn't expect that we play a knockout where in the first and the second round we have 5 knockouts. Like, holy moly. That is like so much. So this is the checkpoint. He just makes it. Why not? Which number was that? 23. Yes, the world record is 5 minutes 19. He's losing again a lot of time. The thing is really that my run was shit. Like, in the end it was just a second. And before the sector already, I had a slow part where I definitely could have won more time on him. But yeah, who knows. Maybe the top 3 wouldn't have been possible in the end. Very likely. However, Scandia is out. Like, one of the good opponents would have been out already. Here I also got that heavy slowdown, also a bug. And that bug did cost me a second, I'm pretty sure. Because I could have had good speed. I had a landing to have good speed, but then I lost it in the tube turn. So there are so many parts where I lost basically a second easily in the driving. But the respawn that I had, 2 respawns, I completely forgot the start respawn. And oh no, that was another round. That was another round. I was in red, but not because of a respawn. Yeah, he survives again on orange. Incredible. Dobry, Twist, and Geisen are out. But yeah, that feels just wrong. You trained a map? Like, imagine I would have trained the map even longer than that. That's kinda the reason why I'm not using too much time into practicing cups like this. Imagine you train this even further, and then you go out in 2 rounds. Because you bug. And that's it. Yeah? I mean, literally. And I wanted to save this part even. I wanted to not even attempt a big jump. I planned already to just jump to the right and to save it. But I bugged so hard that I couldn't even get to the safe way. And then in the second try I bugged again, and I only with luck survived that. Like, I almost needed another respawn there. I don't understand it. Shaylor with a respawn in the very first checkpoint. He should be out now. The thing is, my cup starts. Also, I didn't plan to play random cup of kinda. I want to spectate this as well and see who wins. But then on the other hand, I can play a random cup of the week, of course. Yeah, I joined the random cup of the week. So even console players can play today. Yeah, you never know. In the end, it only needs one crash from one of those. Yeah, it is just knockout format. If they have one unlucky thing, then suddenly it's beatable what I drive. Is it live? Might be. Amazing. I have Nualoch streaming on my second monitor to see. to see how it goes. So we played this time 3 rounds on every track. It's a bit special. So can you jump into the higher finish? I have to try. Yes, you can. First place. Huh? I thought that Nua Look is streaming this. Oh no, I looked at the wrong. Sorry, that was my mistake. Then I'm not sure who is casting it or streaming that. Yannick is probably streaming it. Surely till the end. First, second, third. So I'm gonna have a look here at the same time. He is kinda at the end of the track. Raistlin, Heath, Yannick, Artis, Mokura, Jailor. Also Jailor DNF'd. The others are close, like he doesn't even have a big lead, if I see that correct. I think the first red position is relatively close to him. Oh, small mistake, but he's still ahead, for sure. $530.99 and he's orange. That's what I would have needed to beat. Very difficult. I would have needed then my run, my PB run. Also this is still a time that I can drive, but then obviously not easy to get. Aha, this is platform. I'm not focused now here, I didn't focus on the track, on the route to remember it. I released at the finish because I was too late. And that release that cost me the first place. Players that we had last time in this cup, Bahraincha, Dennis, they are somehow not here. Oh man, Jinx again. That was an easy first place. So, look, Yannick is coming to the part. He jumps to the right. Had to, he wasn't fast enough. But he doesn't land bug. Like, he can just drive it. He's now currently in top 4 round. 1 knockout there. 3 players go in. But it was very close when I looked the last time. And this is, by the way, the important round. If you stay in this round, you get prize money. And already quite a lot of prize money. That goes so fast. I mean, the cup is only half an hour old, yeah? It's a bit weird. Aye. Oh god. Yeah, quickly. Yannick fell down to 4th, but what is he driving? You made mistakes. What exactly is even happening? Why do I not have any grip? It feels all the time like I should make this corner. Of course, wet wheels, yeah, but I still would think that I should make this corner. But somehow, no. Oh, in the top 3 I see that Heath already crashed hard. I really wonder where Mareinscher and Dennis are. Because they played the last 2 editions and now suddenly not. I wanted to go right of these boosters and... Mano. My plan was to go right of the boosters. I thought you can drive there. What the shit, eh? Was an easy 2nd place. Also if Raistin and Artis survive, then that will be the final between them. Oh, I should have looked maybe. Yeah, Heath overjumps it by miles. What is that? Aha. Huh? I try something. I just need to know how to turn around. Oh, Didi! How often did I get 2nd? Man. Alright, so look at that. I will not show you now how I play the map. I will show you the full final because I want to have it in the VOD. So Artis drove a 25 and Raistlin drove a high 20 something. They will be in the final. What a risk. Yeah, I got first place now with over a second of a lead. I had an incredible run. No way. And that is the final? Early advantage for Raistlin. But 3 seconds is something that Artis could catch up. So the next map loaded in. There's some weird full speed map on black platform. I had to double respawn. Because of the worst checkpoint placement ever. But somehow I still have a huge lead. Seems to be a good final after the early mistake from Artis. He's really trying hard to catch up, but Raistlin holds still around 3 seconds. But he's caught up and then he lost it again. I got 8th in the second round here. It's a risk map, I don't like it. Artis lost time. Racel is coming to the finish. He survives this jump. That was mandatory. And then only the finish jump. He fails! But he will make it into the finish from there. But it's only a 5:26 now. Oh yeah, the pressure was high. So, we loaded in the next map. And now I will focus on a random cup of the week. The current leaderboard looks like this. Nyko just gained a lot of points on me on the last map. And yeah, I was of course way too unfocused. This is a Nadio map from the very first campaign, one of the worst. Oh my god, was that good? Oh my god, was that good? How did you do that actually? The thing is that this cup here was super free to win for a long time. Like, I did really play bad and I'm still leading. That's actually crazy. But I missed so many opportunities for good points. The maps were... Also some of the maps were definitely decent for me. But I was focusing on the RPG cup. So... Now that I want to focus on this, I get this map. You may say. I don't remember how you had to drive that. Ah, Huenman. Good thing is that Nyko is behind me, but not much. Wait, cleaned. The map is called cleaned. What is cleaned? Nyko 8th. Yeah, I'm winning points, that's good. Because that's definitely a shaky map for me. V2 are far ahead of third now. And I didn't. I barely won rounds. So right after I made my stream of kinda, like right after I showed you the RPG Cup, I won a round. But apart from that, like I was often second. But now actually even second places are quite some time ago. So I need a good map now again, where I can then win 3 times and hopefully Naiko doesn't get second all the time, then I should have a good lead. This is a competitive map, it seems like, so here's definitely a chance to do that. Map is called Sine Waves from Nikolaj. Clean this, removed effect blocks from boosters and to no steers, okay. Was that correct even? So I wanna check that one transition here. Come from here. And then you have to jump there. So now at the finish. Okay, also it's a pretty clean competitive style map, but with a lot of transitions, so it's not easy now. I don't know if I can remember everything that I've seen here. I made up positions in the finish. Good thing Naiko loses 10 points on me. Bad thing, I'm still not able to win. Like, how are these other guys so far behind? This Disc guy, I saw him so often also in the top places, but he is somehow over 70 points behind me. Yeah, now less than 70. Like, how did I gain so many points on him? Where? Okay. Also, I don't like this one transition, that's for sure. Because it's not safe. Not released there, but it's okay. Better than nothing. And again I can't win. Like again I caught up in the end a lot. Naiko 16 points, yeah, that's good. That's still good. Like if I win like 10 points every round, it needs of course Naiko to get such positions. 7th place is really shit, because behind you have only 1 point gaps. They had a few bigger gaps. We're actually 16 players overall, that's more than most of the times. I always forget the corner there. Need to do a bit of a comeback because I can't remember the track. But I had good endings last rounds as well. Oh. I was 8th, guys. Second again. Disc won all 3 rounds. Nico again 7th. Bro, the clip. Nico clipping 3 times, or what? I win another 9 points, 11 points on him. Also I went from 8th to 2nd in the end. If I just could remember the middle section. The funny thing is I barely won any round. Like already on the first maps I realized like... I won the very first round of the cup, yes. I remember that, against Nico. Then he won against me, and then I got 3rd. And second map I don't remember, but I didn't win, I think. Okay, let's see. What do we get here? Where to go here? Probably. Probably I was the only one going to that wrong checkpoint, and I only did that because I had Cam 7 on. Like Cam 7ing makes you drive wrong, because the flow of the map completely told you where to go. Safety ending, I was far in the lead. But what surprises me again is how was I 7th near the start? I thought it was a good start. Nico only 11 points. Yeah, okay, it should be a free victory from here on. He actually gets almost overtaken now by Disc, who had that good map. Next week is the last Wednesday of this season. So from the, like if you look the campaign season, for example. That means there will be the random cup of the week final. The season final. Oh, that was finally a close round that I won against Disc. So yeah, he will overtake Nico with that actually. But yeah, the random cup of the week season, the final will come up there. And yeah, I plan to play that of course, but my father is there. That could be like an issue, I don't know. I have to see how I do that next Wednesday evening. How early do they get a checkpoint? But I know how to do the dirt, it seems like. At least I'm always overtaking there. Well, which round was that? That was a point loss of over 20 points to a disc in comparison. What the heck, eh? That was far in the lead. But this weird left turn caught me off guard and I had a shit line and nothing worked there. The last slide was completely garbage. So, also definitely one of my worst random cup of the weeks, but somehow the lead is still big. Let's check this map out. So it's either this or probably it's this. But this is a smooth way of doing it. I overtook disc, important, because if I completely fail here, he could still have a chance to catch up. What is this cup? The random cup of the week I play. Is it really better to go to the right here? It's so far. Oh my god. Need to make a comeback on a short map. That was a good comeback. Like I'm going for that no airtime in the start and then this is the result, well... But a full release. Easy finish. Because in the second lap I had such a bad start and then the perfect end caught up to everyone. And now that I have a good start, I have a shit rest. So somehow I just don't get many victories today here. looks good for me. Looks like an easy map to secure the lead that I have. Gonna do again. Let me check if there's a second finish. That wasn't obvious. Because he has a ramp, you could jump them and no you can't. Okay. If I have over 60 points of a lead after the first round, I'm the winner. Maybe. I think I have 61 points of a lead. I have exactly 61 points of a lead. Nice. Nico is still battling with him. They are close now. So now I can also try for more riskier first transition. But that wasn't risky. Bad exit speed. I dropped some gear. But yeah, another second place. Disc winning 2 points there. Another close fight. Dudu versus Huan. Dudu just makes the points. Actually, Rookie with that first place makes a lot of positions. There's still a fight going on. Last round. That's a very good round. That's definitely first place. Even though Naiko is actually not far away. What is this author time? What the fuck? I mean, they had good rounds as well. I'm really happy with my run. Like, for the first time I was already first in the start, and I had always the best midsection out of everyone. I had a small bit of airtime before the crest, it wasn't optimal. But then I got a pretty good crest line still. 703 points. Disc second ahead of Naiko. That's the podium. GG. Overall, I'm of course still a bit sad about the RPG Cup, but it would have been difficult. There was, also the red position was always beatable, however the orange place was pretty okayish. It was not the case that I drove like a 19 and 20 then in rounds, no, or 22, 23. There were still at times where you could think, that's maybe doable with a very good run, but you would have needed to do that so many times in a row. Wait, is this... Oh god, what are people doing? This here is a track of the day, I realized it immediately, but in reverse. Like, why do you build that?